A federal takeover of Washington, D.C.'s police force is underway as President Trump prepares for a high-stakes meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
The administration sending in federal law enforcement officers as well as 800 National Guard troops. CBS News was outside the Washington Armory as Guard troops arrived today. And Erica Brown is live at the White House with the latest. Erica.
Well, Dick and Alice, those National Guard troops began arriving here in the nation's capital to carry out President Trump's crackdown on crime after he declared a public safety emergency and ordered that federal takeover of the city's police department. That's despite police data showing a downward trend in crime. And the White House says hundreds more troops will be deployed to restore law and order. One day after President Trump announced a federal takeover of Washington's police department and activated 800 National Guard troops, the White House says there are already signs of success.
Last night, approximately 850 officers and agents were surged across the city. They made a total of 23 arrests. A total of 6 illegal handguns were seized off of District of Columbia streets as part of last night's effort. This is only the beginning.
On Tuesday morning, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser met with Attorney General Pam Bondi to discuss coordination and strategy as more troops are deployed.
What I'm focused on is the federal surge and how to make the most of the additional officer support that we have.
Among those who have spoken out against the National Guard mobilization in Washington, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who call the move a political distraction. The Guard deployment comes as the president continues to prepare for Friday's face-to-face meeting in Alaska with Russian President Vladimir Putin. President Trump is pushing for an end to the war in Ukraine, but as of now, the talks will not include Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
So the president is agreeing to this meeting at the request of President Putin. And the goal of this meeting for the president is to walk away with a better understanding of how we can end this war.
White House officials say the president is open to a trilateral meeting that will include President Zelensky in the future. He's expressed skepticism about Friday's talks, maintaining Putin has no intention of ending the war. Sharing a new Ukrainian intelligence report, Zelensky wrote that Russia is redeploying troops and forces in ways that suggest preparations for new offensive operations. Now, although Zelensky is not expected to attend Friday's talks as of now, CBS News has learned that the president will hold a virtual meeting with Zelensky and European allies on Wednesday to discuss an end to the war. Dick, Alice, back to you.
Erica, thank you.